Coming to you live from Texas. I want to introduce myself. The name is Bianca Renee, and I will be doing a show called Unsilenced, and I will tell you why. So I'd like to take the time to introduce myself. First of all, I was, not anymore, but I was a stay-home mom for about 10 years. I'm a mom who has homeschooled her children and have been pretty much just taking care of my family at home. But this last election cycle, I became unsilenced. I found a need, or saw a need, that it was time to speak up because of the things that were happening in our country and around the world. And the fear that the agenda, I should say, the Democrats have and have had, and what they were almost able to achieve and carry out if Trump had not won. I felt that it was very important as a Hispanic woman, mother of two, married to a law enforcement agent who also happens to be a veteran, and as well have two brothers that are veterans. It was important that I became unsilenced. So I started to speak out for them. Two other women and I should say, formed a Latino Trump coalition here out of Texas. We felt that it was important to spread education and awareness to Hispanic communities about conservative values and principles. It was time that someone took the initiative to become a voice for our communities. In the process, we aligned ourselves with Latinos for Trump, with Cubans for Trump, and with Latinas for Trump, and as well as a whole other array of groups. Again, we were a silent majority. The mainstream media refused to listen to us. They refused to show what we were doing across the nation. So a lot of us took it onto social media and started to create our own platforms. We were taking lead, the Cubans for Trump and Latinas for Trump and Latinos for Trump, Latinos with Trump, actually out of Florida, started to do marches, rallies, flag waving rallies, and just truly show that there was a true support for Trump. So me and one of my other co-founders flew out to Florida to meet and march with the Cubans for Trump as well as the Latinos with Trump. We joined alliances, learned from them, and brought it back to Texas, and were extremely successful. I met so many new people and made so many new friends. So it's kind of funny, even though that some of us were being divided, family members were being upset because of our stance, because of that we started to speak out and to take a stance for what we believed in. We lost friends, but we also gained friends that I still have, that I completely can even to this point call family. I'm honored to be asked to have a platform on Informa America. Our friends are going to create an app and have created this channel for us to finally have a voice that can no longer be silenced. So I will be bringing you, hopefully, every week. I've committed to doing some live videos so that I can tell you a little bit more about what's going on in Texas. Because I became unsilenced, someone took notice. Some Republican women groups took notice. I found myself on a platform speaking out at gatherings, at events, in front of just organizations. I was being asked to come and be a voice for Hispanics, for Latinas, for Mexican Americans, Cubans, for everyone. And so I took on that with pride and with complete humility and humbleness. I knew that God was using me for a reason, but I wasn't really sure exactly what it all was. After the election, I was contacted because women took notice and felt that I should continue on the journey, continue on in educating and spreading awareness within our Hispanic communities, continue on with being unsilenced and having a voice and becoming a powerful voice to truly, truly show that there are Hispanics and minorities that do support our President Trump, as well as stand up for conservative principles. So I was very honored and pretty much taken. It was a little overwhelming at first because I almost couldn't believe it. But I was asked and interviewed to become, or to take on a position with the Republican Party of Texas. I really thought they were calling me about a speaking engagement again, because I had been speaking, and they were really calling me about a job. And I have done little, odds and ends here and there, and I've always tried to help my husband, supplement income. But I really hadn't had a full-time job that I could check in and check out of in almost 10 years. So this has been a really huge change for me, but I was able to secure that position. So I find myself as the new Hispanic Engagement Director for the Republican Party of Texas. Again, I am very honored, but I urge Hispanics that I cannot be your only voice. You have to get active and you have to get involved. And I've been telling people this throughout my live videos and in any which way that I can. There's 10.8 Latinos alone in Texas. There is no way that I can represent each and every one of you. You have to come out and help me so that we can represent each other and be united and be a voice for each other. We have to carry our voice so loud that we can no longer be ignored. We have to fight for our communities. We have to fight for this country. We have to fight for our belief in God and to fight that He stands the first and foremost of our party platform. And that is where He's at, number one on our party platform. We have to stand for, making sure that we defend the Second Amendment. We as Hispanics believe in capitalism. Why? Because we're entrepreneurs at heart. We always find a way to survive. Hispanics are hard workers. We love jobs and we want jobs. We take pride in the work that we do. There's not a Hispanic out there. Okay, maybe there's some. But for the most part, there isn't that many. We are a hard-working culture. We take pride in the work that we do and always have. And we want the best for our children. And we love the fact that we like educational choice. We want to make those choices for our children. As a homeschooling parent, I believe in educational choice. I speak out for that. I speak out for all those children that wish that they could have another chance, another choice, another way, another opportunity. The Republican Party is about opportunity. It's about empowering. It's not about enabling. That's why I became Unsilenced. There's so many reasons more, but I fight for our conservative principles, and I will continue to take this message on through all of our Hispanic communities, all of our Latino communities, Mexican American communities. We are all one. We should be united, and it is time for us to stand up, take action, and become involved with our local GOP. It is important that we finally have a seat at the table so that we can start making decisions that affect our communities. So I asked my other Hispanics, rise up now. There's so many of you right now that are, but we need more. We need an army of you. We can't do it with just 10, 20, 50. We have to have an army. We have to be thousands. We have to be united. We have to be strong. We have to be a powerful voice, again, so that we will no longer be silenced. People need to take us serious. They need to know that we care. They need to know that we care about the future of the country for the sake of our children. So I ask you to stand with me and to follow me and to come on board and always follow Informa America. We will be on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We will have our own platform. We will have an app that you will be able to download. And so I will have the show Unsilenced. I will make it a point to bring and talk about issues that are affecting Texas, but issues that could also affect our whole nation. So again, I ask that you, if there's anything that I can do for you, my goal is to educate you with the truth that's really going on, not what the mainstream media tries to feed you, but the truth that we are faced with in our communities, in our local communities, in the cities that we live in, whether they're small cities, large cities. You need to know what's really going on. I ask you to follow me on Hispanic Engagement Republican Party of Texas on Facebook. I do a lot of live videos, and there you can find out what I'm doing in Texas. I try very hard to bring you that message so that you can see for yourself that the just strides that we're taking here in Texas, the differences that we're making here in Texas, and urging others to follow suit. So, thank you. Thank you for having me on. Hopefully you will follow me, and hopefully there is something that I can give you, some words of wisdom, something that you didn't know, anything that I can teach you and that you can carry on and take on. That is my goal. My goal is not to lie to you, not to propaganda you. I just want you to know the difference. And I want you to know why I, as a Latina, as a Hispanic woman, stand tall and am proud to call myself a conservative and are proud to belong to the Republican Party. That is who I am now. I was born and raised Democrat, and I know the difference. And it took a long time to get where I'm at. But because 8 years ago, my mother said we no longer aligned with the Democrat Party. My mother said we were left behind by the Democrat Party. And that's when I started to pay attention. Actually, at first, I thought my mom was going a little crazy or lost her mind or gotten dementia as she was getting older. But turns out she was really, really, really correct. We were heading towards a direction that none of us could have possibly come back from. So my mother saw something, 70-something years old, and when she told us 8 years ago we no longer aligned with the Democrat Party, it was something that we all took to heart. Some of us took it a little bit more serious, obviously, than others, but we're 7 brothers and sisters, and we all believe in God. We all believe in our family. We love our family. We love to work, and we're hard workers, and we all have made a life for ourselves. So that is who I am, and that is why it's so important for you to know that I have become unsilenced and that I will now start speaking out and start shedding some truth into our communities. So again, I ask you to come join me. I ask you to stay tuned. I ask you to tune in at least once a week is what I've committed to do. Once a week, I will bring you something. I will talk about a topic or just bring you into the state of Texas so that you know what I'm doing, so that you can also hopefully be inspired and motivated to do the same wherever you are. So again, Unsilenced, Bianca Renee. Peace out. Informa America. I thank the Cubans for Trump. They are starting this. They're the leaders. They lead. And we are just happy and ecstatic that we can be part of this. And so thank you again. And I will see you all soon. Again, live from Texas. Peace out.